Looks like we've got an active distress beacon.
think we're good, Commander.
Hostile spotted.
Area secured.
Rescuers? Oh, thank God. See? I told you somebody would come to investigate that signal. My name is Dr. Ross. We've been trapped in this room for days. We're almost out of food and water. You got here just in time.
I need to know what's going on. Why is this place crawling with Thorian creepers?
How do you know about the Thorian?
I know what Exogeny was up to. I saw what they let the Thorian do to those colonists, so I destroyed it.
Our secret's out then. No point in my lying. You already know the worst. The creepers here were created using altered samples from the specimens on Pharos. We discovered a way to turn them into docile, obedient servants. Everything was going fine until a few days ago. Then all the creepers suddenly went berserk. Only a handful of us made it back into the safety of this room.
Why didn't you send a clear message asking for help? All we had was that signal from the emergency beacon.
This is a closed communications base. Exogeny was worried about someone on the project selling secrets to a rival firm or reporting our work to the authorities. We have no direct communication with the outside, only the emergency beacon. It sends a general distress signal to the Exogeny site on Pharos. They're supposed to send a team to respond inside of 24 hours, but it sounds like they had problems of their own.
Why didn't you send a clear...
They're supposed to send a team to respond inside...
Any chance some of the other people...
The Thorian... Look, I know what we did here was wrong.
You were in charge.
Normally, but I've got money. A nice little emergency fund I set up. It's yours if you let us go.
The victims here deserve justice. I have to...
Open fire! Open fire!
Perimeter clear.
Commander,
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some...
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
If you don't care about the fate of those hostages, then you're no better than he is. You're just a terrorist with a badge.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It doesn't make it any easier, but I see your point. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Saleon, I want to be there when you find him.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
You're crazy. He's crazy! Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
If he dies, we'll never know what he's been up to, or how he did it. We'll take him in, interrogate him, and he'll serve his time.
Okay. You're right. You're a very lucky Solarian. You owe the Commander your life.
Oh, thank you so very much.
And so he dies anyway. What was the point of that?
You can't predict how people will act, Garrus. But you can control.
Well, I guess we're done here.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy, requesting a vector and a berth.
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am.
We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Novaria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Let's not start a fight.
Why not?
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The Board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive... Tread lightly.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left. You'll need to ask his office. Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
She is here. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I don't. I trust you, Liara.
Thank you, Shepard.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety, and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
This one offers greeting. This one has procured us.
You want me to use my...
That is not inaccurate.
I'm supposed to uphold the law.
This one understands. This one... That... Is there anything else? Is there anything in particular?
The sooner we're off this frozen world, the better.
How can I help you? How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
How can I help you?
Nothing right now.
Very well.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation without knowledge of the other party's tendencies. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic
I'm
law.
conducting an investigation. It's a matter of galactic security.
Yes, isn't everything? I will not allow you to harass our clients. This world is private property.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders nervous. More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
Here's the package.
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather... It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
How thankful are you?
I'm willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between us. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia.
You know, that's a danger...
If there is nothing else, I will... Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
How can I help you?
Nothing right.
Very well.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keene. The administrator is in... I acquired evidence...
Is there any...
He's paying them under the table. Miss Matt...
If he's paying...
Oh, and do try to keep blood stains off the carpets, would you?
The male human at the hotel bar. He will assume you are... You... Do you think that by...
I'll think about it.
Let me know what you decide. Well, I've assembled a dossier. I hope to hear from you soon.
Can I help you?
Mr. Vargas? Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance...
That's correct. Rafael Vargas, sales. Were you interested in our services?
I might be.
It was my understanding that the Alliance contracted to Mars.
I'm sure you know that...
Our patented techniques... For a bulk order, I could... Well, there are many development projects. I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call.
Of course. We look forward to hearing from the Alliance.
Any results?
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500...
Only 500. All right. I thought you
Did I
might
say
have...
500 credit? Good day, Spectre.
The weather outside looks dreadful. Thank the goddess it's warm in here.
Freeze! Hanshan security.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him?
He's under investigation.
Analeus is...
Hey, how about this?
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, miss.
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Service. Analeus would throw
You're
you
breaking
on.
the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops?
If you want to fight, I'll give
You talk the talk. Legs.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office.
It's probably Analeus' thugs.
Smartass. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet...
I don't have time for this.
Yes.
In the long
Look,
run,
Shepard, Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have
Everyone on this station is chafing.
My employers.
If these executives don't play
All right. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Greetings, Spectre. Have you brought the package?
Analeas has the package.
The other The Spectre has cost this one much. Perhaps
I find it hard to sympathize with us.
This one wishes the other to leave now.
Have it your way.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
Well, why are the turrets facing the wrong way? They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out. What was that?
Animals? Wind? This place is in bad shape.
Anything like them. Xenobiology is not my field. Maybe someone in the labs knows. The sooner we are off this frozen world, the better. For the damage is not extensive. It could be repaired.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. It looks like you're trying to restore this facility.
Help would be great.
This system is ready. User report complete.
Turn off the heat and
the valves to the helium.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency procedures. Manual restart required. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Can't escape. Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on. Look. The first we knew, the board's sending us. Oh, and if you need any... Hell! Man the perimeter! I don't know why they...
Uncertain. For now, regretfully.
came to find... Yeah.
Rachni?
If you're gonna be crazy,
I'll be leaving now.
What?
I'll be leaving now.
Warning. Watchdog protocol.
You do not know the privilege. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. I won't be moved by sympathy, no matter who you bring into this confrontation.
Liara's here because she wants to be, not because I asked her to.
Indeed. What have you told him about me, Liara?
What could I say, Mother? That you're insane? Evil? Should I explain how to kill you? What could I say?
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
I can't believe you'd kill your own daughter.
I now realize I should have been stricter with her. This is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind.
We met Shiala on Pharos. She told us about Sovereign's indoctrination.
It is a terror to be trapped in. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay.
How does something that big go missing?
4,000 years ago. It is difficult to find any cold.
Someone on Noveria found it?
I took the location. There. You have to.
Mother!
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him.
Hold on. We've got Netagel. Maybe
no.
we can...
He is...
Mother!
Good night, little wing. No light. They always said there would be a...
This one serves as our voice.
Musics?
We are Rachni.
How are you?
She end their suffering. What?
Look, they made a mistake.
You.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure...
I am certain you... This was... After she left... I am thinking... These Rachni is failsafe.
Connecting. I have full... The neutron purge is a...
We would be...
That is advised. I'm sorry, but I can't...
Who would have the code?
Logging you out, Commander.
I am feeling not so well.
How do we...
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira the strike.
Unlock. I'm...
We need to hurry, Commander. My... Benezia said she transmitted the Mu relay's coordinates to Saren. He may have already gone through.
We can't follow him. That relay's inside the Terminus systems. They're not fond of Alliance ships over there, or Spectres.
The conduit's on Ilos. That's where Saren is heading. I plan to be waiting when he gets there.
Saren probably has his whole fleet in orbit around Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You need to alert the Council. They will assemble a fleet to accompany you. It is our only hope.
Crew dismissed. Joker, alert the Council. Tell them everything.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got...
We're getting close.
If there's anything else I can...
Thank you, Gary.
Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you... I mean, they were really dragging their heels.
You seem to have...
If we find him... And what about the gas?
We know more about...
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. Rifles don't maintain themselves. Not yet, anyway.
What's your opinion on
I think... Just saying. I think it was a mistake to let them go. You know, you really should talk to T'Soni about her mom. Just... Sir.
Never a dull moment with... But I've had... What an ass. Huh. We spent... Suit yourself.
Yes, Commander? Is there something
How did you end up serving?
But humanity needs... But there's something... Goodbye, Commander.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
The best of your mother lives on.
Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am
Do you know why Benezia joined up?
But I will remember, and you are kind to ask. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard.
We don't have the luxury of time.
It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can.
I looked into your history. I know what you I wanted to know more about you. To understand...
You're interested in me because of...
I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Chief Williams.
I care about Ash.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
I'm not interested in you in that way.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. But I will remember you are kind to... Although we still require... Others can be more... It is possible. Many a sorry. Goodbye, Commander.
I should get back to my duties. Just saying.